Everybody, Joe with the Gym Life Podcast here at Clash on the Coast for our live Clash interviews, or live for us anyhow, recorded for you. Nonetheless, this person doesn't need any introduction within our community. Of course, the infamous Brittany Diamond.
Thanks, Joe. Hi. Yes, we just literally finished Clash on the Coast, so I just came in. The ladies are all done. Everyone's done.
Yeah. It's been a long weekend, though, hasn't it? Does it feel like that for you when you're standing out there that whole time and you're keeping your composure, you know?
I feel like there's moments that go really fast and there's moments that go really slow. I'm on a time change, and it's like a regular work day for me with client check-ins and stuff. So I just try to keep it as normal, but it's nice just to be out of the house and see people that I only see online usually. So
well, that's true, but you have a pretty busy schedule all the time, so this is not new to you.
No.
This is pretty much the everyday work for you, isn't it? Because you do a lot of commentating and announcing and appearances and things of that nature, right?
Yes, I just got into that recently, which is cool because it's like I feel so fortunate, after, I don't want to say I'm retired, but I'm just like taking a break because life has been so busy that training has kind of taken a back seat. But yeah, I'm always on the go, but I love it. It's nice. It makes life exciting and fun. So
did you ever kind of visualize that, Brittany, like when you were kind of coming up and through this, lifting in general and like your gym life, let's say, and, did you have this vision for yourself? Did you always know that this is kind of what you wanted to get into a little bit?
The reporting aspect? Or
the representing, right? I guess there's more of like, I don't know, what do you want to call it? The influencing side of it, right?
Yeah.
Is that safe to say?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's so funny because when I was really young, my dream was to be a reporter when I grew up. So I watched the Nightly Business Report growing up, and I wanted to be on the news. So I always practiced. I actually went to school for that.
Yeah.
And then the athlete side of everything just kind of came over everything. I prioritized that. And I prioritized making money so that I could participate in sports. We all know strength sports.
They don't pay anything. No, they don't.
So I did that. I let being an athlete kind of prioritize my life. And then I feel extremely fortunate that somehow it just kind of turned into this. So it's like my childhood dream has evolved. So I feel very, very lucky, and it still is pretty surreal.
Well, it's certainly not by mistake. I mean, listen, you're calculated. I know this about you just by watching you, right? And you've got that great business mind, too, because you just said it. It was about prioritizing making money to be able to do the things that you want to do, like this stuff.
Yeah. I think that's actually really important to note, too, because a lot of people often ask me, like, how did you make this your job? And it didn't just happen. There was a lot of things I had to do that I didn't want to do. So I used to work in medical sales because I heard you can make a lot of money in it.
Okay.
And I worked night shift when I was starting my business and when I was competing at the highest level. So luckily I was only 25, so I didn't really need to sleep as much. I kind of need to sleep now.
Right,
But I did that for several years. And, I don't think people realize that it just doesn't happen.
Right. Yeah, all of a sudden you're on the scene, and it's like you just magically appeared there. There's a lot of work behind the scenes like that for a lot of people within the community. And not a lot of them get the other opportunities, of course, because let's just face it, there is a bit of a lightning strike scenario here. I mean, despite the hard work, I would guess, right?
Yeah, I feel like I put a lot of time in, just like being an athlete. I volunteered on the media side of the house, did a lot of stuff for free where I was paying my own way to get there, and just going above and beyond, trying to make sure that, just like you do when you do research, people that you interview, making sure I know the athletes, know their updated stats, know who's in charge, and figure out a way how I'm going to get there, how I might be able to be involved. So, yeah.
Very proactive, it sounds like, that was.
Exactly. I feel like being proactive is what you have to do for anything, and that's how you make the sport grow, too. Like, my number one goal was always to grow strength sports.
Yeah.
So however that could have been. So it's really nice to kind of be on the other side. Like, one of the questions I asked the ladies that won today, I said, did you ever think that you'd be being interviewed on ESPN? And they were like, no way.
Yeah.
Because even when I was competing, we were lucky if we even got a live stream.
Oh, boy, isn't that's a fact. A live stream, what's that? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty awesome to see how it's evolved, and it's going to continue to evolve.
Well, it's very evident to me that when you went about doing your business over the years, that due diligence was involved, because even if the opportunity wasn't providing for you, you always seem to do it 100%. There wasn't ever this, okay, I'm half-assing it because I because I can get away with it because I'm not really getting paid. I'm just going to kind of be here to try to promote my brand. It doesn't strike me that you ever cut yourself short like that.
No, so because I built my business primarily off coaching, showing up to be there for my athletes was just something that I wanted to do, because I remember when my coach came to see me compete, it just meant the world to me. So I kind of figured out a way, how can I kill two birds with one stone, so to say? Yeah. So I just asked my athletes, I'm like, okay, do you mind if I am also doing social media while I'm doing this, or judging?
Okay.
So I've kind of done all different hats when it comes to the sport, from behind the scenes, in the scenes, competing, helping run the show, judge. I've kind of done all of it, and I thoroughly enjoy all sides of it. I definitely miss the competing aspect of it.
There's no chance for a comeback here? I mean,
there's a chance.
I've been seeing some of your training videos.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not too far off.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I feel like part of being an athlete in that competitive side, I'll admit, is driven a little bit by ego. Like, I wanted to win. I wanted these titles, and I'm at the stage now where I just love it. Like, I usually, I call it odd lift du jour, where I just go in the woods and like pick up rocks. I don't know how much these things weigh, but it's just such a big part of me, and I do always want to be able to be ready for any sport. Yeah. Like, I want to be able to go on stage for bodybuilding or compete in a strongman show. But I like being versatile.
You are that person, yeah, for sure. And the way you kind of do you train, right? You're ready for it all. I think there's a bit of a sisterhood nature to it too, isn't there? I mean, I that's where I'm at, right? I had that early career and get injured and all this stuff, and you try to navigate where your place is at, because that's why I do this, right? It's a thankless sort of do it for free, and I love to do it, but more importantly, to keep a foothold in the sport. But a part of me, that competitive part of me, just enjoys the brotherhood of it so much that at all cost, I'll continue to try to get back into it. Do you miss that side of it?
You know, it's funny. I was just having this conversation this morning with Christy Sine, who was also doing the commentating this weekend, and she's competed in Strongwoman. And we were saying how hard it is to have best friends all over. And I was like, I know, it's so strange. My best friends in the world. So I live in Las Vegas. I'm from Boston. Right. My best friend, one lives in South Carolina, one lives in Ohio, and one lives in Australia. But we all met through the sport.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
And it's funny because it's like we still are always able to be in contact, but we're so closely connected. But then, like you said, like with the brotherhood, it's hard sometimes when, and we were talking, we don't know if it's because of our age, because when you're 25 and you go to the gym, you have instant friends, and they're going to invite you out and invite you to their house and invite you to, you have the luxury to train for 5 hours. You don't, once you get a little bit older, you don't have that time. Yeah. So I definitely miss that, but I'm, I know at any point I can just pick up the phone and call them. I wish it wasn't a plane ride away.
Right. You don't have things necessarily that are bringing you together like there used to be. Now it's kind of more coordinated on a personal level than sort of an athletic level.
Yeah, so it's funny because, normal, I don't want to say normal people, but most people go on vacation with their families or go on, to like an island or something. But I look at these, it's like, yes, it's work, but I tried to be able to spend quality time with my friends. Like this morning, Christy and I were doing sand sprints at like 7 a.m. and yesterday we were able to sneak in a quick gym session together. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's...
Well, I saw your trip to Australia to visit Red, so I know that's the friend you're talking about. Yeah, so I love Red to death, and I've gotten to know her over the last couple years as well.
She's amazing.
That looked like a great trip, by the way.
Was.
Oh, my goodness.
That was actually my
second. Some modeling on that trip, too? Or was that just for fun?
I just wanted to do a photo shoot for fun.
Was it? Okay.
I had been there right before the pandemic. Yeah. I went overseas to Australia. Yeah. And actually, I'm really good friends with Red, but my best friend is Kia. She was the first lightweight woman to go pro in Australia. She lives on the Gold Coast, and we were nervous with the whole pandemic. She had a baby, and she wanted me to actually be the aunt to the baby and all that stuff, but I wasn't able to obviously go overseas. So once the ban was lifted, I was like, I'm just going to book a ticket because I don't know when I'll ever see her again. And
well, you spent some time there, I know.
Yeah, I was there for 3 weeks.
Your feed was going crazy in Australia for a long time.
Oh my God, it was so much fun. And then I was able to do a seminar at Panthers Powerlifting.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
great. That's where me and Red and I went for a hike. So it's definitely it's crazy what the power of the internet and the sport together can do.
It's wonderful. Yeah. Certainly for people who know how to or want to try to, create a brand, right? You got to know how to do that. And it takes a lot of hard work. It just doesn't happen. It's not a pretty face or a pretty body or first place is on a podium. It's a lot more than that. Yeah. Because you can have all those things, right? Be charismatic and, Be a great podcaster like myself. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding.
You're,
no, I like to say I am.
You toot your own horn.
But right, we can do that. But it doesn't stop there, is what I'm saying. There's a lot of effort that's put into a brand, and you've created a brand for yourself. What advice would you have? No, you certainly have.
It's still very weird here.
Well, listen, and you're humble, and I get that. I appreciate that. But I'll say that. Listen, if you say Brittany Diamond, it resonates with a lot of people. It's because you created a brand. And some people know you as a strong woman. Some people know you as a commentator and all these different facets that you have. But it's certainly a brand.
Thank you.
Yeah, but knowing that, how would you tell people to go about doing that, right?
I always tell people just to start, and you're never going to have it fully figured out. If I'll be 100% honest, I think that's actually, I can say that with confidence, that I think I've built my brand off being pretty honest with people.
Right.
And being 100% right now, it is not easy. Not gonna lie, I think it was 6 months ago, I just moved to a new place, had more expenses come up, my dog was sick, and I had a moment of weakness where I had a couple of clients, because of the price of eggs and chicken and everything was just inflation in general, I had a couple of clients drop off, and I grew up where we counted every penny, so old anxieties and traumas actually had me on care.com. And I was looking for a part-time job, and I did it I was literally cleaning someone's house once a week. And then I was like, what are you doing, Brittany? Like, if you put 100% back into coaching. It was just kind of like, when you're sad, you don't feel like showing the world that your social media is how I do it. And I just didn't want to be on, but got past that. So I just think the advice would be it's still going to be hard no matter what.
Well, that's a great point you make, too, because the jobs that we try to get into and the jobs that you do now, I mean, there's not a lot of security there. And it just takes that foot on the gas pedal all the time. It can be mentally exhausting. And to take that break is tough because that's a part of your business.
Yeah.
And then I can totally see kind of falling within yourself and going, okay, the wheels are falling off the wagon like this. It's raining kind of moment, or the sky is falling, right?
Yeah. And I've been really scared that once I stopped competing, I wasn't sure if I would even still have a business.
Yeah.
Because I was like, how is anyone going to know who I am? How am I going to get any athletes? But I think just having trust in the process. But now I'm kind of at a transition point where I'm trying to do more media type stuff. Like, I will always coach. I love it. I will always partake in teaching strongman seminars. That's what I love.
Right.
So I'll always do an aspect of that. And, I just might have to become more creative as I get older for how I can still stay in.
That's an exciting challenge, though, I think.
Yeah, it is.
For creative people, it is.
Yeah.
I think we can embrace that.
Yeah.
So what's new with you? What's coming up after this weekend? What's your plans over the next few months?
So the next few months, I actually have this whole week I've been traveling. I was in San Diego for a fitness convention with American Barbell. So I head home. And I'm not sure. I feel like I should knock on wood for this.
Yes,
I may be helping out at World's Strongest Man in Myrtle Beach in April, but not sure.
You were there last year, weren't you?
I was not. No, because I was moving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm putting you at one of those shows. I can't remember what it was now, but
other than that, I'll be working on the A1 digital team for the WRPF. I have the American Pro in October.
Okay.
But you know how it is. Things just get thrown.
Yeah, they do.
And I always say yes to, if I can make an opportunity work. If I don't have kids, I just have a dog, which she is my kid. But as long as I can have someone take care of her, I will go wherever I can.
It's a great place to be able to do that because you're still growing your brand, and that's awesome that you can do that. American Pro, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Virginia.
Oh my God, I would love to go to that.
A little later this year.
Yeah, I need to get way more involved in powerlifting. I'm trying, right? I'm breaking into everything. I was at the Olympia, and I did that Monica Brandt show with her and some other things. To be a part of, with my brand, I want it to be all facets as well. But American Pro's on my list, by the way. I got to get out there.
You should come.
Oh, I know, right? I'm going to interview John Hack before I get there.
Yeah, Anna's here, so we can talk to her.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, maybe I'll just make it a point to go.
Yeah.
I'll just ask him if I can set my podcast up.
I'm sure you could, yeah.
I'm guessing I might be able to get in there.
Yeah, I think so.
That's good thinking. I might do that.
We'll have to do another one there.
Yeah.
Check it in, how many months is that? April, May, June, July, August, September, so 6 months.
Oh, perfect.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll get to, how that is. I'll get to work on it now.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining me, Brittany. This has been a long time coming. We've been trying to do this for a long time.
I know. We're
but
we'll
me, busy in this, and I knew we'd catch up eventually. So
no, I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, and good luck to you, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye.